respect it. I mean, we network across the globe, cause it's a global market in case you didn't know. And since we all about information flow, let me be the first one to welcome you to Tech Zone with Paul Amadeus Lane. Let's talk tech, cause technology changing the game. It's all good in the hood, it's everywhere. Now let's get to the show, cause we live on air, yeah.
Welcome back to our second segment here of the Tech Zone. I made a joke in the first segment. Don't want nobody to take it the wrong way. I am not the czar of technology. I thought it was just cool saying that. Now, I'm really a novice compared to some of the tech giants out there who are in the technical field, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. Don't forget our giveaway, the Audio Technica giveaway that we're doing. Go to my Facebook and Twitter page. Remember, you can always connect with me, paulonwheels.com. That's paulonwheels.com. You don't want to miss out on this awesome giveaway thanks to our friends over at Audio Technica. I talked about it in the first segment about personal safety and innovation. We know we live in a world where we have to protect ourselves. This one company has an outstanding innovation, and I'd like for you to check out this video.
This is the Defender, the next generation in personal safety. Defender is the first smart personal protection device that provides immediate defense and automatic alert for safety and medical attention wherever you are. Imagine you or someone you love is in a situation where their safety is threatened. Defender connects to our iPhone or Android app via Bluetooth and features an integrated camera to capture an assailant's picture. Immediately, your location and the photo are sent to the proper authorities. Our 24/7 monitoring service confirms that help is on the way. The small but mighty speaker attracts attention to your situation. Defender includes the highest concentration of pepper spray provided to law enforcement. For self-defense and medical alerts, Defender protects with one push of a button.
Was that cool or what? And joining me right now, we have the co-founder and CMO of Defender 24/7, Ryan McManus joins us. Ryan, how are you doing, my friend? Welcome to the show.
Hey, Paul, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me here.
So what made you guys want to tackle this kind of innovation out there? I think it's awesome.
Thanks. So it was really the opportunity that the Internet of Things presented where Internet is in everything and you can take connectivity everywhere you go. Previously, there were personal protection devices that made you take trade-offs. They either provided immediate protection, or they were a siren, or they could contact law enforcement, but there was no one device that did everything. And so we've brought that all together through a patented device in Defender 24/7. As smartphones have become a standard, it created an opportunity for a device like Defender to be developed, and we'll be the first one to market with a really 360-degree complete safety and security solution. What you have with other safety and personal protection devices are concessions that you have to make because each one only has one feature. And so what we've done with Defender is combine the immediate protection capability of pepper spray with the identification capability of a camera. The siren allows you to attract attention, scare someone away, or bring help to you. And the 24/7 monitoring allows us to contact police or EMS to dispatch help to your exact location. So it's not just for personal protection and safety events. It can also be used for if you have a fall or something where you need medical help.
I'm glad you said that, Ryan, because myself being a person who lives with a disability, this is a device out there that is a twofold. I'm glad you brought that up because sometimes, we may be home alone, and it's nice to have a device that can alert the authorities to help us out and to provide service for us. Now, we talked about this off air. when you guys started out and everything, you guys had a crowdfunding element to it. Talk about that, man.
Yep.
You know, did you guys ever get to a point you were like, I don't know if we're ever going to make it, guys, but you guys made it, and talk about that journey.
I think our team always had the confidence and the belief and the determination to make this product reality, and we knew that it had to come to market. Crowdfunding was an incredible way to introduce the product and get direct pre-orders from our first customers. We also gathered some consumer insights through crowdfunding that we've incorporated into product development. So by doing crowdfunding very early in our product development process, we've been able to involve consumers in product development. This is something that didn't exist just a few years ago. So for us, it wasn't just about the funding benefit of crowdfunding. It was the customer engagement benefit that we get to talk to people who really want this. And that's when we knew we really had something great. We were confident that this product was exceptional. But to hear from consumers who either had a personal experience or they were buying it for a loved one and the difference this was going to make in their life, that made us just even more convicted that we had to make this product a reality.
And it really seems that back in the days, there were like focus groups and things like that. But it seems like crowdfunding is taking the place of many of, that function that had. And it seems like you get a better customer interaction because the customer feels more vested in the company because they feel a part of it. They're like, oh, we're right in the beginning of R&D. We give them our feedback and we're able to articulate things that the company wants to know. Now, being a part of something like this, you have to have thick skin because some people are nice in their criticism. Some people are jerks in their criticism. So how do you keep a level head and not take the critiques or the criticism too personal, but look at in a way that, hey, this is helping our company grow and we can meet a need?
We really think about our customer first and the person this is going to protect and the impact it's going to have in their lives. And, last week we had a viral event where one of our videos had over 35 million views on Facebook. It's upward of 38 at this point. And we had over 20,000 comments. And unfortunately, there were a lot of, I would have to say, ignorant comments on that video. But there was an equal number of positives. And so we focus on those positive comments. We focus on the people that this is going to help. And that's what really drives us. This product is going to be able to make an impact on people worldwide, too. So it won't only be available in the U.S. It'll be available in the U.S. first. But we do want to take this globally. We've had interest from every continent for this product, from Asia to South America. They want to see Defender in their own country.
I would totally agree with this. I mean, it makes sense to me. Everybody should have Defender. And when it comes to looking at the big picture, when do you guys brace up for that? Like, okay, we may have a global market for this. What are the things that you do to prepare yourself to get ready for that?
So like any startup, it goes from, idea to concept to development to scale. And we're in the process of planning for that scale. Right now, it's all about pre-orders. So we're getting a ton of pre-orders through our website. It's getthedefender.com. You can pre-order it for only $25 down. We're also working with a lot of security companies who are pre-ordering products to be able to deliver this to their customers. Here's one of the really cool things about how we've developed Defender 24/7. The security monitoring service of Defender is going to be able to work with home security systems. So the same home security company that's providing protection for your home is going to be able to offer Defender 24/7 to their customers. So we see that as a great way for consumers to be getting this product in their hands.
So we're talking about the Internet of Things. We're talking about it being fully integrated, and which I think is another plus. And that's what we're finding out now, how especially with your security system, now your doorbell works with it, your lights, you name it, everything works with it. And Defender is just another piece to that puzzle that helps to make sure that we have security. And I really appreciate the video that you guys had with that because it's real life. I mean, many of us sometimes are by ourselves, even if we're not by ourselves. What if all of our friends had the Defender and someone tried to come up on us and we all take out our Defenders and just take care of it and get their pictures out there? Now, when it comes to the pictures and being released and everything, is it released like to all law enforcement or how does that work? Because you may catch someone on that most wanted list and you could help bring them to justice. So how does that work?
Well, I think the photo identification is going to play a big role in being able to find and prosecute. What we do is we provide that photo to the specific law enforcement agency that's going to be able to respond. So we don't just put it out on a wire and have anybody access it. It's going to the specific law enforcement group who's going to be able to respond to that incident.
And which again, I think it's spot on and everything. Now, and you have to cooperate with law enforcement. Now, is law enforcement pretty cooperative when it comes to this?
I talk to a lot of police officers whenever I get the opportunity to introduce Defender 24/7. I talk to them about it. I want to get their feedback. It's really important that they respond when we do have alerts through our device, and it's also important that they know what it is and what it looks like so they can be aware of it. The feedback has been overwhelmingly positive from law enforcement, and I think this type of transparency and identification is what they want to see. In the same way that officers are wearing body cameras now, consumers are going to be carrying something to identify a bad guy with Defender 24/7.
And let's take a look at your website. Walk us through your website for some of our viewers who are watching the video feed, and listening to the audio feed. Let's look at some specifics of your website. I think it's put together perfectly, and explain it to us, please.
Great. So it's getthedefender.com, and the product name is Defender 24/7. Our website has videos, product information. We've got a great blog with a lot of content on there. I recommend that visitors go to the FAQ page. That's going to answer a lot of questions about the service, the product, where they can get it, and what it's going to do for them. We have on the homepage listed 6 main features, the 24/7 monitoring, the wireless connectivity, camera, GPS siren, and pepper spray. And those things coming together in one device is what makes Defender very, very unique. GetTheDefender.com is where you can pre-order the product, and for only $25 down, you can reserve your unit for Defender.
And after when it comes out and you get it, what's the monitoring fee that comes with it? What does the person have to budget in so they can make sure they keep it up?
Sure. It's only going to be about $15 a month. And so when you compare this to some of those help buttons or home security, it's half to 75% less than some of those other services. So we've worked to make it very affordable for consumers. And so if you're sending your daughter off to college or you're a young professional in a new city, $15 a month is a small price to pay for peace of mind. The other thing that Defender 24/7 will do in the event that it is used, you can have 5 family and friends listed as contacts so that when the device is used, they receive the photo and your GPS location via email or text message. And so your law enforcement is going to be able to know, your EMS is going to be able to know, and your family and friends are going to be able to know first.
You just read my mind, because I was going to say, hey, if it goes off with your family, your friends know. So great minds.
You're on it, Paul.
Great minds think alike, my friend. Now, is there anything else about the product or anything about the process you like to articulate out there that we didn't cover?
Well, I would just like to thank all of our crowdfunding supporters for their continued support behind us. We're still working on developing the product. Our commitment to those supporters is to deliver a reliable, great working product that has all the features we promised, and that's what we're going to do. So thank you to everybody who shared the video last week, and I encourage you to go to getthedefender.com and share it with anybody that you know may need it.
And Ryan, one thing I like to talk about when I talk to people in tech is what made them get into tech. I know for me, I've always been a tech kid ever since I was in elementary school when the technology was just vinyl records. It wasn't even CDs yet. And so what made you get into the tech field? Because I love it. I think it's here to stay, bring in all the VRs and everything. I think, hey, let's do it. What made you get into tech?
So I got into technology maybe like 6 or 7 years ago, and for some reason, when I was in college, I wasn't thinking about technology and the internet as a place to have a career, but I was thinking about marketing. And so many years after Facebook and YouTube were out and all of these social apps started being developed, I got the entrepreneur bug. And I think it started with an interest in entrepreneurship first. And technology is a great place to be able to build high-value startups and get exposed to these really cool technologies. Getting into technology like Defender, it was the Internet of Things and this new connectivity of internet in everything that made me say, I really want to work with small companies, I want to work with startups, and I want to be a part of the Defender team. So I'm an early adopter myself. I want to get to use the newest and best technology first, and so why not get involved with the team that's making it? Plus, I'm really passionate about this type of security device. I mean, I personally have been the victim of a home invasion, and so I know what that is like, and I know how traumatic those events can be, and a picture is going to tell a story. So all of those things together are why I'm passionate about technology.
And, you know, I love talking to tech startup companies. And the reason why is what you just articulated. People who are involved in tech startup companies, you feel the passion, you feel the love of something that was missing out there. They help fill the void, and it's a closeness to it. That's why I love finding out the backstories, because, you know, you can really tell behind the products out there, just the vision that the Brain Trust had and bringing it to market. And do you notice that too, when people in startups, how there's just a different mindset than ones who are doing startup companies than, let's say, the giants out there? The startups just seem to have a finger on the pulse.
It's, it takes a resiliency. Not everybody can do it. And it takes a driving passion that gets you up in the morning when it doesn't feel like a job. It's definitely a harder path than going and working for somebody else. And I've done the work for somebody else, and that's great. And a lot of people find that to be the best route for them. And for me, what I wanted to do was be able to impact the company in a way that I couldn't in a larger organization. And through entrepreneurship, it allows you to kind of go from 0 to 1, where you're creating something that didn't exist before. And it's that passion that gets me up every morning. And also, it's the team that I've got that surrounds me. I mean, the Defender team and the people that I get to work with, they really make all the difference. You couldn't do this alone. Otherwise, it'd be a very lonely existence.
Well said, Ryan. And it's been an honor talking to you about Defender 24/7. And let's get people to that website again. Why don't you give that website out again?
Great. Thanks, Paul. Check it out. It is getthedefender.com.
Awesome. Go there, check it out. Let Ryan and them know how much you appreciate what they're doing out there. That fact page is awesome. I've been perusing it, Ryan, through our interview, and there's some really good questions in there that ones need to ask. So we look forward to having you back on again, Ryan, okay?
Great. Thank you, Paul. I really appreciate your time.
What a great piece of innovation. We thank Ryan McManus, co-founder and CMO of Defender 24/7, for joining us. We look forward to talking to him again in the future about this great device. When we get back, we're going to talk about parents and organization. Yeah, organizational skills. We'll be back here on more Tech Zone coming up after these messages.